But you can see Scott's going to demonstrate these. So the thing that's really important with this is where he's putting this exercise band. For anyone that's below the knee, you want to put it on the socket above the cut end of your tibia. Anyone that's above the knee, maybe just a little higher, Jay, just a little higher forward. Yep, you want to put it up on the socket in a place. What we don't want this to do is when you move your leg, for it to take your prosthesis and move it on. We don't want to take that, have it move on your limb and have it put pressure on the wrong spots. Lynn, you need some help tying the band? Well, you can go in the next group. Lynn, why don't you can just wait right there. We'll get you.
Want me to demonstrate?
So Scott's going to go ahead and demonstrate what we're doing here.
So the idea is...
These are called side steps.
These are called side steps. And so you're going to step, depending whether you're leading with the prosthesis or the good foot, because you're going to go down one way and come back the other. So all muscle groups are going to get worked. But we want you to come out in a controlled manner. So we don't want you trying to go like this. Lift up the leg, then come out and down. Almost like a 1, 2, 3 count.
Yep.
So now, when we lift up this leg, what I don't want to see is we don't want to lift up the leg and then just let it snap back. Okay, it's the same type of thing. It's a lift, in, and down. So by going in a slow, controlled manner, we should be feeling those muscles work as we exercise.
And again, Blair is going to demonstrate this, the technique for doing these while you're not standing up. Yeah.
So now,
right.
If I go down this way, but you see what's happening. So down, coming this way, my prosthetic side is lifting up and I'm really balancing on my good foot. Now, this is going to be the hard part. So I'm going to lift up my leg and I'm going to balance on the prosthetic side. But it's important we go both ways because I'm using different muscles with my prosthesis to do the first set of exercise. And we always teach it's equally important that we work the muscles on our sound limb as well, okay? So up, in, up, down, up, in,
Actually,
down.
if anybody's interested, Ray is doing it here for a version without using a prosthesis. So for anybody that doesn't have a prosthesis, and then back, yeah, there you go, good. So
Everyone feel those muscles
what you're
working?
going to want to do is you're going to stay right here,
okay.
And you're just going to take this one
All
up
right.
to the side, and then back in, and then this one off to the side, and back in.
So let's switch and get a different group in here.
You got it. That's it, though. Good.
Elena, you got stand? Yeah. So what you don't want, the reason we don't want it below what we were talking about, you'll feel that on the end of your bone. If you have this around like where your calf is, yep, that's good. You will if you have too much pressure and resistance, though. You can't feel it because we teach you to do things the right way. Here, let's come forward. Come towards me. Just try to keep enough. You should have enough tension on the band at all times that it doesn't fall. You see what I mean? Well, you just got to keep your legs wider. So, let me do this. Follow me over here. Elena, will you come to spot me? You're going to mirror me, okay? I just want to get... So, can you reposition those so they're up higher on them where I had them? So stand with your feet so that they stay wide enough to keep tension on the bands, okay? So when you lift up and you come down, it's wider. But when you bring this one back, you still have to have it wide enough that the tension stays there. So your legs don't really get a break, okay? So we'll go together. Well, that's good. So up, over, and down. Come this way. There you go. There, now don't come in as far. There you go. Up, over. There you go. Good. Feel the difference? Your legs, go ahead. Okay. Well, those muscles will help you do it. Yep. I saw you doing your exercises and eating. I'm like, you're being a hot dog back there. I bet you were fun in school, too. Really? Well, yeah. Yeah. Jeanette, yeah. Yep, I believe I see Jeanette right there, yeah. Okay. Brianna. Ray is demonstrating how to do the exercises without the prosthesis. She wanted to make sure that Jeanette might have been watching that if she had a question. Did we have more? What's that? Yeah, if you just say something. Jeanette, this is, Ray is doing the demonstration of how to do the exercises without the prosthesis in case you were interested, or anyone else who doesn't have, who's above the knee that doesn't have a prosthesis that might want to try.
Or even if you're below the knee, this would be kind of a similar technique for doing it in a chair.
Well,
putting it up on your thighs like that.
What you would do is you would just lower it so it's down around your limb on the other side.
Well, not necessarily. Wouldn't you want it just up here so you can just?
I suppose.
I think you'd still probably put it right there above your knee.
So do we want to move on to
Yep.
monster blocks after the?
We sure do.
But
Right. Yeah.
That's a good
That
point.
is a good point. Thanks, Brianna. Brianna just brought up the point that all the exercises we're doing with the TheraBand today can be done without the resistance of the TheraBand.
If your balance isn't good enough or you're not strong enough to do that, so if you take these same exercises and the idea is you want to do them slow. I never took Tai Chi, but I used it as a reference earlier. But we're using our own weight as a form of resistance. So if I come up, if I just go like this and I do it really fast, that's not going to be much of anything. But if I take and I actually transfer my weight over to my right leg as I pick up, okay, and I'm doing this nice and slow, now I have to steady all my weight here and hold it and come over. So there's a lot of benefit in doing that. So now I'm going to switch my weight over to the prosthetic side again. Come up. Now this is the hard part because you're balancing on the prosthesis. So the slower you go, the harder it's going to be. So you can do it without